Okay, welcome back everyone. I decided to change up when I was going to play. Just before logging off, I thought for a second that I was going to take a quick break and then get right back into it. But I realized that it was already 35 minutes, and I don't really know how long I want these episodes to be, really, but that felt like an alright sort of time to cap it. We had just gotten back to not the Hunter's Lodge, but the camp office, and I'm pretty sure what we do from here on out is pretty variable. Before I was talking about how this game has a sort of a good mix of player freedom, player freedom alongside sort of railroading you, and now we've gotten to a point where it's a bit more player freedom. But then the other thing with that is that there's also a lot more variability for success and failure. So one thing that might end up happening is if I try to go fishing now, which is something I thought about, I'm really leaving it up to the whims of the fish, the circumstances around the fish. So it takes a little while to break open a spot for the fishing huts. For the fishing holes. You have to break open the ice a bit. So that takes some time, and then the fish themselves might not be biting, so that's not so exciting, as they say. And so what I want to do is figure out whatever I can do to guarantee progress here, and make use of that knife. Make use of the knife, make use of the hatchet that I got. So the hatchet's going to help with getting wood, if I can get warm enough clothes to make use of that. While the knife is going to help with with gutting things, with gutting carcasses. So I think I'm still planning to use some fishing, because fishing is super handy. So I'm going to use some of the gut for that. Maybe not both. Typically I want to use 3 gut so that I can use 2 metal to get a total of 6. They don't weigh a lot either. And now that I've used 1, I'm pretty sure I can't make any clothing. Easy peasy. Although this new rabbit skin hat is just 1 cured gut, so I might leave it for that, because I do have 2 other cured rabbit pelts right now, and I do need a hat, so I might do that. You know what? Let's try that. So I'm going to leave one of the other guts for now, even though the timing is a bit odd here. Or not odd, but awkward. So I'll drop that. I gotta make these rose hips into some tea. So yeah, I can work on skills. That's a thing too. So before you get your fishing skill up super high, there is a chance of screwing up the fishing. You'll break lines and things, this sort of thing. So if I could read the book first, that might be helpful. I'll still have to fish regardless to get this won't bring me up to the next level just yet, but it could be useful to do that beforehand. So that's a thing. I'm thinking about my next steps. I do want to check around Mystery Lake. That's funny. I'm trying to pick these up, even though I'm encumbered now. I'm gonna probably get some more rabbit pelts. Maybe that's a good option. Go get some rabbit pelts. I'm not fully warmed up yet, so I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can do in here in the meantime. As long as I keep track of where the books are, it's okay. I would like to get more oil, and cooking fish helps with that as well, because part of the plan actually is to go back through the dam. I'm pretty sure now that I've got the pry bar, I'll be able to access a few more of those lockers, and that can be helpful. I also, doing a once-over, you usually miss 1 or 2 things, so I'm sure that if I approach the dam from the other way, I'll find some stuff. Okay, but now that I'm maxed out, let's see how the weather is. Maxed out on temperature, I mean. See what the weather's like. I'm pretty sure it wasn't so bad out there when I logged off last night. Feels like -3. Perfect. Now, that elk is still around here. Likely. But shit, I'm still encumbered because I'm tired. Ugh. I don't really want to drop stuff. You know what? There's the elk. Yeah, I'm just going to quickly drop some things that are inessential really quickly off. Things I'm definitely going to want later, but in the meantime, I don't need this. I need this. I'm going to use the rocks to catch some rabbits, I think. I think that's my plan. So, I don't need the books. But my encumbrance is going down as or my carrying capacity is going down because I'm getting more tired. So, it's always an uphill battle here. Antiseptic, hopefully I won't need. Even if I do need it, I can use it later. That's fire making. Also fire making. So I've got 2.5 kilograms there to work with. Okay. So we're going to start with, because I'm not super, I don't have a lot of energy right now, I'm not going to try fishing just yet. Having this deer here is helpful because sometimes there's a wolf out here, and I might be able to make use of it like I was mentioning before. But yeah, I think the plan will be to head back to the Carter Dam, head back through the winding river to Pleasant Valley, with the idea of getting to that barn, and there is also like a gas station, I think. I'm not sure. No, there's like there's a variety store or something, on the way to Coastal Highway, which is another major zone. And Coastal Highway, I think I have the most experience at. That's a place that I've spent a lot of time in, and there's a lot of fishing there. There's a lot of reclaimed wood that I can get, a lot of firewood to get. There's also access to a series of mines, so I can get coal, which regenerates or respawns, so. Pretty sure I can just wait here and not mess this up. So, 2 more gut, or at least 1. Definitely want to do this as early as possible so that the rabbits will respawn. If there's a chance that they will. Just trying to play it extra safe. Ugh. Spent a lot of time not killing rabbits in this run. So there's the 2 of them. I think there's sometimes 3, but I'm already encumbered because of those rabbits. It's okay. Okay. So one other thing that I might want to do, and I might leave these rabbits here for now so that I can do it, is there is a train derailment over here, but sometimes there's wolves, so that's why I left those carcasses there. And I'm pretty sure there's some good spawns here, although my energy is quite low, so if I do encounter a wolf, it could be a problem. But that's why I kept my hammer, because ideally I could drop the hammer and then I wouldn't be carrying it around, so. But it is my best weapon right now. Although the hatchet can substitute that. I don't see any wolves though. Come on. Oh, jeez. It's a very opportunely placed tree. And again, I'm encumbered because of my exhaustion. Okay. Crow feathers, yes. Also going to be useful soon. I think I went on the wrong side of this. Ooh. Oh, hey. Okay. That's helpful. Yeah, there's a deer corpse. Okay, so there's a deer corpse here, which is... Now you can... I'll just show you. With the knife, you can actually... Or even with the hacksaw, but with the knife it's faster. I would be able to gather these. Actually, you know what? It's only -1. I could be greedy here. Make a quick fire. Just to keep the... Yeah, this is going to be great, actually. Just to keep the wolves away, just in case. I'm pretty sure I don't have a lot of firewood here. But... In fact, I don't have any. I've just got sticks. That's okay. Sticks will do. And as I do this, it gets easier. To be honest, I can do most of it. Let's see. I add all the fuel. 148. Or an hour and 48. No, I don't have to do... I hate that this happens. I think I can do 1.5. In fact, I'll just do 1.40. Ooh.
Something's
okay.
making me feel tired.
That's pretty great. I can still grab a torch. No, I can't. Okay, so that was interesting. I was not expecting to do this, but that was pretty good. So all that I left on that, I'm pretty sure, is like 0.7 of meat, which would be nice to have, but the way cooking works is you can cook a maximum of 1 kilogram at a time, so sometimes I don't feel so bad when I don't have the full kilograms there. However, how long would it take? 9 minutes? Waste not, want not. Gets attacked by a wolf. Ugh. Okay. And I'm getting harvesting experience there. Hey, not so bad. 2 rabbits and a deer carcass. Sweet. Okay, so that means I've got 4 more gut, a second deer hide, and a bit of food. Some rabbit food, some rabbits for food, and some deer meat now. I just have to be very careful because there could still be a wolf around here. And there are these howls I'm hearing. Okay. I just have to hope that I don't forget where I put my rabbits. You'll notice that I always holster things before I go to click at things. This is a major... I mean, it depends on what you're holding, but a lot of the items in the game, they have like a click activation. So for example, if you're holding a torch and you go to click for things on the ground, because the cursors are so tiny in this game, sometimes you miss. And if you're holding a torch, then the immediate click is to light a match and then to light your torch. So you waste a match automatically, or you use a match automatically in that single click. And so I've had a lot of instances of doing that, and so I just instinctively holster things before doing it. The other thing is, I think if you have a bow out, because typically you walk around with a bow once you get one. Hey, it's still right there. If you have your bow out, then I think even just pulling it taut kind of uses durability. I could be wrong about that, but same kind of idea. So it turns out I'm super tired. But I still have cattails, so that's okay. And I got a bit of water, so I can rest. I would like to, have these rabbit pelts down and curing
I'd lay
ASAP.
down right here if I thought I'd ever wake up again.
But I might still do that. But this is the beauty of having the knife. So I was able to get that carcass. I'm pretty sure that using the knife is faster than the hacksaw for all of those things. It might be faster. I think there's something you can do. I've never done it before, but I think you can actually quarter the something that you kill, and that allows you to bring it back faster. Like you can move the corpse around. Hey, that's already cured. Or the carcass. But then you still have to gut the stuff later. I haven't done it before. 100 playthroughs and I haven't quartered something in this game, so there's still lots to learn. Okay, so I can leave these outside. Oh, yeah, there's some meat on those. I'm going to... Oh, it's 40 minutes. Let's see how that does. Losing condition doing this. Not so bad. I'm going to do it just because I want to get those... rabbit hides curing ASAP. So I can make that hat. Or the gloves. So I'm going to drop these for now. Actually, yeah, I'll drop them for now. I'll also drop these. And I'm going to go outside and I'm just going to leave the meat out here so that it spoils slower in the cold. And I don't think raw meat actually... ooh, moldy already. Yeah, so I'll have to cook that tomorrow. It gains some condition back when you cook it. But I don't think having it out like this attracts the wolves. Or the bears. Okay. So, again, I probably want to make as much use of that nice day out there as I can, but I think I have. That wasn't so bad. Ooh, another thing I have to be careful of is when I'm dropping stuff for carrying capacity, I have to make sure I grab it before I need it. I have a bad habit of doing that. Drop the storm lantern, forget it here. But we'll see. So, yeah, I still have a bit of water. Some fire making options. I think I'm just gonna eat cattails tonight. We'll have another 6 of those. Take a long rest. Because now I've got things on the go. I've got those things curing. And... oh, fuck. I think that's too many. It showed me 14 there, and I was like, wait, did I really eat that many? Or that few? And, yeah, I'm at 1,000 calories. Okay, so we got a full belly. Enjoy it while we can. Drink up some water. And take a long rest. Yeah, because it's... yeah, I'm like way over. I'm going to rest as long as I can. It will give me... it will say that I woke up. Oh, no. Okay, yeah, there I have. Full energy now. Fully rested. The sun is coming up. Although it's still pretty dark. Hey, okay. So what I can do is, depending on the weather, I might be able to do a nice long day of fishing. Oh, it's freezing. Ooh, never mind. I can't do fishing because I don't have any firewood. Okay, in that case, I'm going to spend this time inside, using that hammer to break down some more of this, or even the hatchet. Break down some of these things. So, it takes 2 hours. Break down the chair. Hey, electricity's on because of the storm. It's the first time. Oh, nice. I forgot they did this. Predatory species, if introduced, could see a profound devastation of Mystery Lake's local fish stocks. You'll need to follow up to check whether there are attempts to introduce these invasive species deliberately. Ooh. Log upload 11. So it's either the wolves or something else. That's neat. Cloth is handy too. Here we go. First use of the hatchet. And it's day. Got some reclaimed wood. Spent some time. Got some tinder plugs.
Gotta eat soon.
Still quite cold. I don't necessarily need to go get coal just yet. So, just walking into everything. I'm gonna explore a little bit, and I'm just going to try and get as many cattails around here as I can. Check out those fishing huts and see if there's anything useful in them. And gotta remember to get that gut out of those rabbits. Might be able to find another deer carcass. That would be sweet. But I'm just thinking now that sticks are something that I want to be picking up as well. I don't have too many of those. Even with 12 hours of sleep, I didn't gain that much condition back. That's Interloper for you. If you're wondering why I'm running around with an empty stomach, it's because in theory, I mean, mathematically, if you save your food items for when you're sleeping, you get back more condition than you would lose having not eaten. I don't know if I explained that well. So, using 750 calories on a full night's sleep recovers more energy than recovers more condition than the amount you would lose during the time that it would take to burn through 750 calories. I think that's what the thing is, what the equivalency is. Hey. So you don't have to eat unless you're sleeping, is what I'm saying. Otherwise, I mean, that the idea is that you're getting the most out of your condition. Now, I see a wolf over there. And I'm pretty sure, okay, yeah, I don't have anything scented on me. Oh, but I'm already down to goddamn freezing. I don't really want to run over to that wolf, give him any ideas. So, there's these cabins out here. Oh, is that another one? No. The rocks look like wolves. And vice versa. Okay. So check out these cabins. Hopefully find some more books. Other things that I can use. Because as it gets colder and colder, I'm going to have to make more use of my time indoors. I don't know why I brought all that reclaimed wood with me out here. I had a feeling I wasn't going to be making a fire, but the other thing is I can break down stuff in these cabins and bring it over to the camp office. So I might do that. So one of the things is these boughs that are on the ground, I think they're called boughs, the thing between a log and a stick. Branches? I don't know. Heavy duty. Yeah, boughs works. Anyways, how did I avoid that one? They can be broken down with a hatchet. And, of course, that takes time, and you have to do it outside. So that's the only limitation there. But that will give me, like, cedar and fir logs, which are great. Great for burning.
Nobody needs this anymore.
I need that. Sometimes there's clothing on these beds. There is cloth. Not a whole heck of a lot in here. Food. Ah. There's a bucket. There's crates. Yeah, these sorts of things I can break down. I can break down with my hands, which is what I generally prefer to do, because then you don't use your tools. It's only 4 more minutes. And I got some more reclaimed wood. Breaking down a shelf takes 3 hours, or 2 hours and 36 minutes. Yikes. There will be times to do that kind of thing. Metal shelves, same deal. Bench I can break down. Metal lamp I can break down. And a table. Yeah, I don't think I want to spend that much time just yet. But I do need fire to cook up that deer meat and to make some more water so that I have options for the next couple of days. Decisions. Okay, well, I'm going to check out the other cabins before I settle on spending a couple hours breaking stuff down. Okay. You can also find like boots and things in here. Boots and things and boots and things and... Nope. Wow, these cabins are looking pretty bare. I shouldn't use that word. Okay. Get a little bit warmer. Loopy cheap. Yep, I don't see anything else in here. Yeah, that's a shame. Last roll. Oops. Medicine cabinet. Ooh, a trunk.
This will come in handy.
I already got those sweaters. Don't need a hoodie. Break it down for cloth. Might do that. There's lots of things I can break down for cloth here, though. Although one thing to consider is, well, I can break. Oh, I thought I could break down the bed. I was like, wait a minute, it's got a lot of stuff in it. One thing to consider is that anything that has a condition, like clothing and whatnot, if it's left out in the world, it slowly degrades. So the reason that this hoodie is ragged is because it spawned in as soon as I did, and it's been out here for 7 days. So the longer, it's another reason why I want to like run around to all the various areas as soon as possible, because then you get the items ASAP, so they're not ruined. Because as long as they're not ruined at 0%, you can work with them. You can repair them and whatnot. But once they're ruined, it's DOSOT. It's over. Okay. So let's see. Same deal. I could break this stuff down. I probably should. That was 3 for 1, or 3 for 34. That was 1 for 11. One wood for 15 minutes, or 11 minutes. I don't think they're all the same. Some of these things are more well made than others, so it takes longer to break them down. And you also get extra stuff, which you don't necessarily need. But now that I'm as warm as possible, I can try and check out. I'm pretty sure there's another set of cabins. Yep, there are. Or at least that one. So I did a little bit of work there. I got a few things of reclaimed wood, and I've managed to not be over encumbered. I noticed rewatching the video that often when I'm doing this whole thing, looking around for wolves, I'm missing a bunch of cattails on the road, etc. So I'm gonna try and not do that, because I don't have any plan to go back to the Forlorn Muskeg right now, but I definitely left some there. Cattails, that is. Ooh, there's another one here. So another thing with these is I think it's random which ones spawn in and which ones are destroyed. Pretty sure. With the high chance of them being destroyed in Interloper, which sucks. Fewer spawns. But it's not making much of a difference. I shouldn't be so pessimistic. It's not so bad. Lots of crates to break down. Hey, Summit Soda. Yeah, I can use the hammer for this. I found other hammers too. Can't remember where I left the other ones. Drink some coffee. I wish I found some coffee in the game, I mean. Hey. So this usually means there's a corpse, and there is. It can also mean a carcass, which is handy. I love it, the little features like that. So I said way back when that everything is a sign in this game. It's one of them. They make use of so few elements in the game, and like the crows, for example, they tell you about the weather. If you see a flock of them, or a small group of them, 2 or 3 kind of flying off in a direction, it means that the weather's going to be changing. And then the crows also give you crow feathers for your arrows, and then they also mark where the people have fallen or carcasses are. And then, I mean, there's also a raven in the symbol of Interloper, which is kind of fun. Yeah. I really like the aesthetic of this game. Oh, looks like there's something else in there. More soda. Come on. Come on, medicine cabinet. Something. I haven't found any antibiotics or painkillers yet. Oh, lantern fuel though.
Keep the lamp burning.
There we go. That is pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna pick up one of these books. I am encumbered now because I grabbed that lantern fuel and that book. But it's not so bad. So there can be a bear that spawns over here. So I'm going to be quick and careful. I'm hoping there's some cattails in these reeds. There's 1, 2. And so far, no bear. That's how I like it. Okay. Oh boy.
Too
That's
heavy.
what I was talking about. So now I can actually... stones, really? I have 10. Definitely not the quickest way to do that, but... no hooks. Okay. Not so bad. Okay, so yeah, sorry, what I can do is, I can read those 2 angler books now. And I think I'll be a level 2 fisherman before I even start fishing, which is pretty great. Although I could be wrong. You might need more. The concern is that, at this point, if I'm using cured gut for line, when you're a novice fisherman, the line can break pretty easily. So I'd rather not have, something so precious right now be wasted. Cured gut, I mean. So that's why I'm hesitant to go out fishing, but Might be a good idea once I read up on it a bit.
This could be really useful.
Okay. Yep, I mean, not too bad. I think that's... Oops. Sorry, getting turned around. Okay, so there is a wolf around here. Okay, he's over there. Perfect. Let's say there is a wolf that spawns around here, but then it's also one of the best locations for cattails. Like, look at them. So, and usually, give you a little bit of a warning before they try to come kill you. So. Now I think that may have been the hut that I didn't check, because there was the wolf nearby. But now he's a little bit farther away. Never mind, he's coming this way. Forget it. We can check that one later. See? Means the blizzard's coming in, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Yeah, forget it. It's okay. Okay, I don't need it. We can check that out later. Oh, I got turned around here. Okay, so there's the elk. So this is when I could try and do something fun. There's usually a wolf down that way as well. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use that. So I'm going to be heading back up that way when I get out of here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the fishing attempts until I get to Coastal Highway, because you catch better fish out at the highway anyways. You can catch like ocean fish rather than lake fish. Although that might be an old Long Dark thing. Okay, so far all this episode's been is I managed to get some, you know, reasonable resources. Weather was reasonable as well. I'm going to be turning that cured hide of the deer hide into some boots in a little while. Quite a while. And kind of live off of cattails for a little while here too. Break down more of those wooden items to make use of a fire for collecting water and cooking up this meat. Ideally, I get this elk and that one, but I would be happy with one of them. And what I should actually start looking for is a maple sapling to make a bow. But I forget where the spawns are in this region, and I've been trying not to use a map, so I might cheat for that. I might start looking for just a specific thing, because it's not even guaranteed that the maple sapling will spawn in, but I don't want to waste my time, and I want to make this entertaining, so getting a bow soon will be as entertaining as possible, I think. I forgot to grab that meat. So I'm just going to cook up the meat here, and we're going to be eating like kings tonight. And, yeah. Actually, I'm going to grab these two. Might as well. We'll have a lot of meat to cook up. And then cook up some more water, and should be good. I don't know why I did that. This feels right. I keep using accelerant just because it's a little bit heavy and don't really need to... Oh, what's going on? Oh, magnifying glass. I've had a lot of luck with the matches here. So, actually I don't have a torch. Yeah, one of the things you can do is, right now I'm using a single match, and this match could fail. And what you typically want to do is light a torch and then try to light the fire with a torch for example.
Well, that didn't work. That didn't work.
Shouldn't have said anything. Oh boy. Oh yeah, another reason why I don't... Oh my god! Okay. I really don't have a torch, eh? I just have the... This is why you always want to have at least one. So now I've used 3 matches. And while that might not seem like a big deal when I have 38... Come on. 80% chance I failed 3 times in a row.
Come on.
Maybe I should be using that accelerant. Yeah, now that I'm down to like 36, matches are actually a major limit on a run. What the f...
Didn't that work?
Seriously. I'm gonna try one more time and then I'm gonna use accelerant. So matches are a major limit on a run because there's actually not that many ways to start a fire. I do have a magnifying glass.
Damn it.
This is insane.
That did
Christ.
it.
Really frustrating sometimes. Another reason why I like to use the full flanks of meat, like sticking with the 1 kilograms, is that they take different amounts of time to cook. So if you've got them all at the same amount of time, then you can do them all at the same time. But as long as you got something to do, in the meantime, it's okay. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, I dropped.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Um... Oh, it's rabbit raw. I said rabbit paw. Okay. So, I'm gonna do this while it's a nice fire. Oh, I guess, yeah. Alrighty. I feel like this episode's gonna go on for a while, but I don't really have any logical end to it just yet. We'll see. I'm pretty sure if I adjust the sound, I'll be able to save. I'm just kidding. I'm just going to walk outside and walk back in, and then I can save it and close it up. And then get the option of coming back. So, yep, we'll just continue with this right after. For real this time. And, see you guys in a bit.